Chapter 91. You have become a soul saint, but you are still timid. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 92. You are already a soul saint, but you are still timid. The soul ring of the 300,000-year-old ice bear king. The soul ring of the 200,000-year-old Titan snow demon king. Appear. The fusion ring is used successfully. As the prompt sounded, the two soul rings instantly merged into one. A brand new soul ring appeared. It was a soul ring that was not one of the ordinary colors of white, yellow, purple, black, and red. It was a brand new color. Dark blue. And the age of this soul ring is exactly 500,000 years. That's right. The fusion ring is a prop that can add up the ages of soul rings. 500,000 years is the sum of the 300,000 years of the Ice Bear King Xiao Bai and the 200,000 years of the Titan Snow Demon King. This is why Huo Yuhao kept this prop before. Because he thought of the Ice Bear King Xiao Bai and the Titan Snow Demon King. If this fusion ring was wasted on the 2,000 years of cats and 2,000 years of butterflies in the previous storage space, that would be a big loss. These two soul rings add up to only 4,000 years. Compared with Huo Yuhao's current 500,000-year soul ring, it's simply garbage. Fusing ring successful. The current soul ring age is 500,000 years. Color, dark blue. Fusing ring completed. The soul ring was also successfully fused. Huo Yuhao immediately began to chant and transform the Titan Snow Demon King into a soul. Directly add 5 soul rings to the Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion Martial Spirit. Add the 400,000-year soul rings of the previous Ice Emperor and Snow Emperor, and the 700,000-year soul ring. Huo Yuhao's Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion Martial Spirit configuration can be said to be extremely luxurious. No one can have a more luxurious soul ring configuration than him. First soul ring. 400,000 years. 4 gold patterns in red. Second soul ring. 700,000 years. 7 gold patterns in red. Third soul ring. 500,000 years. Brand new color. Dark blue. Fourth soul ring. 500,000 years. Dark blue. Fifth soul ring. 500,000 years. Dark blue. Sixth soul ring. 500,000 years. Dark blue. Seventh soul ring. 500,000 years. Dark blue. Look at this luxurious configuration. Who else can have the same soul ring configuration as Huo Yuhao at level 70? Even if you are a Titled Douluo. It is impossible to have the same configuration as Huo Yuhao. Even if you put aside the 100,000-year soul beast killing limit order. No one can surpass Huo Yuhao in configuration. Unless 7 of the 10 fierce beasts are sacrificed to the same person. Then the soul ring configuration may be able to compete with Huo Yuhao. But can the person being sacrificed really bear it? Such a terrifying soul power is stuffed into the body. Wouldn't it be blown up on the spot? Not everyone can seal the origin. This requires a huge amount of mental support. As all the soul rings merge, Huo Yuhao's soul power also broke through again. Soul Saint. Soul power level, level 71. Of course, this is not over yet. There is still the left arm bone that has not been absorbed. Similarly, the left arm bone was also transformed into an external soul bone by Huo Yuhao's divine power. In the far north, Huo Yuhao's divine power consumption is extremely low. Otherwise, according to the divine power consumption of the previous soul bone transformation, Huo Yuhao's divine power would have been used up long ago. Now Huo Yuhao has not only not used up all the divine power, but also has a full 9 points of divine power left. With the absorption of the external left arm bone, Huo Yuhao's level has also reached level 72. The limit of the soul ring that Huo Yuhao's body can carry has also reached 100,000 years. Ice Bear King Xiao Bai and Titan Snow Demon King provided Huo Yuhao with a full 16 soul skills. 12 soul ring skills. 4 soul bone skills. The most important thing. Huo Yuhao has a martial soul true body. The martial soul true body of the Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion. Huo Yuhao's spiritual power also improved by leaps and bounds. It reached 96,000 points. The first soul bone skill of the 300,000-year-old Ice Bear King. Bricks fly with great strength. Xiao Bai has always believed that as long as the strength is strong enough, there is nothing that cannot be defeated. The greater the strength, the higher the damage. The second one. Mountain God Summoned. Xiao Bai in the state of summoning the Mountain God. This is furious. No distinction between friend and foe. Use with caution. The first soul bone skill of the 200,000-year-old Titan Snow Demon King. Frost Sky Shield. Defensive soul skill. When the Frost Sky Shield is attacked, it can condense cold air. Form a thick layer of frost ice, thereby offsetting most attacks. The second one. Snow Demon Summoned. Summon the Titan Snow Demon King to join the battle. Can use some of the skills before his death. Huo Yuhao also roughly understood the other 12 soul ring skills. Including attack. Defense. Amplification. There is even recovery. What surprised Huo Yuhao the most was flying. 2 wingless and clumsy soul beasts. They actually gave him a flying soul skill. This is out of the blue. Huo Yuhao had never expected this. Sure enough, you used a soul skill I have never seen before. Shuedi said, how did you do it? You can actually fuse 2 soul rings into 1 soul ring. And this soul ring can actually be divided into 6. It directly fills the missing soul ring of the Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion's martial spirit. She was really curious. This is too outrageous. It's fine to fuse the soul rings. It can even split the soul rings. Ice Emperor said, I think it should be because he has reached the far north and can use the power of the Ice God again, otherwise why didn't he do it before? I'm so smart, you still say you are not the Ice God. This is all evidence, that Ice Emperor felt that she guessed the truth. But the truth actually has nothing to do with her guess. First of all, the fusion ring is a reward for explosion, and the soul art is the contract art that Huo Yuhao copied from Alex, combined with his own skills. You are right, I am the Ice God. Huo Yuhao has reached the Soul Saint realm at this time. The Ice Emperor's martial soul has a set of luxurious soul rings. Even if it is a Titled Douluo. He has the strength to touch it. So there is no need to be submissive anymore. Not to mention that he has a dedicated bodyguard. Xianzi. When I was a soul venerable, I had no strength, so I had to be submissive. I am a soul saint, I have strength. If I am still submissive, wouldn't it be a waste to reach the soul saint? So Huo Yuhao naturally has to strike hard. Many secrets can also be told to the Ice Emperor and the Snow Emperor. There is nothing to hide. As an Ice God, it is reasonable for me to divide the spirit ring into 6, right? As an Ice God, it is reasonable for me to transform the spirit bone into an external spirit bone, right? As an Ice God, it is reasonable for me to merge the spirit rings with the spirit rings, right? As an Ice God, isn't it more reasonable for the far north to recognize the master? Huo Yuhao chuckled. Of course, as long as I become a god, you can be resurrected. Oh, no, in fact, you can materialize when you are a Titled Douluo. Huo Yuhao simply calculated the spirit power needed to maintain the Ice Emperor and the Snow Emperor to fight at full strength. With the support of the dual soul cores, it only needs to be a Titled Douluo. After hearing what Huo Yuhao said, the Ice Emperor jumped up excitedly and hugged Huo Yuhao. I knew I was right. It's only been a short time. He's already a soul saint. If it were me who was practicing, I might still be leveling up slowly at level 40. Huo Yuhao could sense Bing Di's excitement and patted her head. There's still work to do. Come down. Bing Di's pretty face turned red and she quickly ran behind Xue Di. Reverse spiritual communication technique. Huo Yuhao slammed the floor. Chapter 92 Return. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 93 Return. Star Luo Empire, Star Luo City. Where are the people from Yuhao? Wang Dong asked anxiously. I don't know. Wu Feng shook his head, Zhu Lu and Xiao Xiao also shook their heads at the same time, even Ma Xiaotao shook his head. Obviously, they didn't know where Huo Yuhao had gone. Of course they wouldn't know, because Huo Yuhao secretly went to the far north. I can't say it was secretly, it was just a whim and then I went. Wang Yan looked around anxiously. The competition is about to start. Where are the others? If he is not here, how will we win this game? Especially since Ma Xiaotao and Ling Luochen are still recovering from their injuries. Although Cici is also the Soul King, she is of the agility and attack system after all. It will be difficult to win with her. Hearing Wang Yan's comments, Cici looked unhappy. Obviously, Wang Yan didn't notice her presence. I think we can still fight, Ning Tian said. You also know that my martial spirit is the 7 treasures glazed pagoda. As long as we get into a team fight, we can fight. Bebe nodded. Indeed, as long as we get into a team fight, we still have hope of winning this one. Wang Yan sighed. The main reason is that our opponent this time is Qianling Academy. This academy is very famous in the Douling Empire. It even ranks among the top 3 in the Douling Empire. Let's take a step and see. He suddenly discovered that Huo Yuhao was more important than he imagined. The far north, Ice Emperor. Snow Emperor. Huo Yuhao. The 3 of them looked at each other speechlessly. Ahem, I called the wrong name. Let me see how it is used. Huo Yuhao coughed twice in embarrassment. Just check out your current dashboard. Remember your soul skills again. Name, Huo Yuhao. Soul power level, level 72, innate soul power level 18. The body of the Phoenix Emperor provides 8 levels of innate soul power. Body, normal x5, absorbing soul rings extremely quickly. Digesting soul rings and soul power extremely quickly. Soul art, Jinshuan Tian Gong, and the blessing of the Phoenix Emperor's body. Okay. The innate soul power has been improved again. Huo Yuhao said that it felt weird. It turned out that the body of the Phoenix Emperor gave him more innate soul power. Soul Core, Holy Dragon Soul Core, absolutely suppressing dragon attributes. Snow Pill, storage the Snow Emperor's soul power. Mental power, 96,000 points. Superior power, 9/100. Power of Destiny, 100/100. Special, Master of the Far North, in the Far North, blessed by the power of the Far North. Special, Phoenix Emperor's body, provides ultimate fire. Comes with the power to swallow flames. Special, martial spirits can be used at the same time. Huo Yuhao smiled when he looked at the 96,000 points of mental power. This means that the number of soul skills he copied and saved has nearly quadrupled. Martial spirit, spiritual eyes, mutation, original martial spirit. Soul ring, soul skill. The first soul ring, million years. Tianmeng ice silkworm, power 100,000 years. 4 soul skills, 1 soul impact, 2 mental interference, 3 mental detection, for mental sharing. Second soul ring, 10,000 years ice silkworm, power 100,000 years, 2 soul skills, 1 simulation, 2 transformations. The third soul ring, 10,000-year-old mirror beast, power 100,000 years, 2 soul skills, 1 copy, 2 reflection. The fourth soul ring, 10,000-year-old mirror image beast, power 100,000 years, 2 soul skills, 1 paste, 2 mirror power. The fifth soul ring, 100,000-year soul ring, power 100,000 years, 2 soul skills, 1 spiritual eye protection, 2 soul crushing. The sixth soul ring, 300,000 years, Ice Bear King Xiao Bai, power 100,000 years, 2 soul skills, 1 restore, 2 repair. The seventh soul ring, none, soul ring slot, none, the spiritual martial soul has changed a lot. The second, third, and fourth all have a brand new soul skill. Transform. Reflection. Mirror power. The fifth soul ring is also 100,000-year soul ring absorbed. Just from the names, you can tell that these two soul skills are incomparable. The sixth soul ring soul skill effect is also very powerful. Huo Yuhao only needs to use it and glance at it to restore the items to their original appearance. Injuries are okay too. Repair is a healing skill. Of course, it can also be used to repair damaged items. Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion, Ultimate Ice, Soul Ring, Soul Skill, the first Soul Ring, 400,000 years, Ice Emperor, power 100,000 years, 2 Soul Skills, 1 Ice Emperor's Claw, 2 Ice Emperor's Body Protection. Second Soul Ring, 700,000 years, Snow Emperor, power 100,000 years, 2 Soul Skills, 1 Heavy Snow Cold Palm, 2 Snow Dance Shining Sunday. The third soul ring, 500,000 years, power 100,000 years, 2 soul skills, 1 White Bear Claw, 2 White Bear Roar. The fourth soul ring, 500,000 years, power 100,000 years, 2 soul skills, 1 Troll Icicle, 2 Troll Bucklers. The fifth soul ring, 500,000 years, power 100,000 years, 2 soul skills, 1 Xiao Bai's power, 2 Trolls power. The sixth soul ring, 500,000 years, power 100,000 years, 2 soul skills, 1 spirals into the sky, 2 soars into the sky. Seventh soul ring, 500,000 years, power 100,000 years, 2 soul skills, 1 soul avatar, 2 soul avatar. The Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion soul has the biggest change. There are 5 more soul rings. Unlike ordinary souls, the soul rings of the fierce beast souls made by Huo Yuhao are all 2 soul skills. Soul Bone, Soul Bone Skill, External Soul Bone, Extreme Ice Sacred Armor, Ice Emperor, Ice Sealed thousands of miles, Ice Emperor arrives. External Soul Bone, Emperor Sword Emperor Snow Divine Edge, Snow Emperor, Breaking Ice Slash, Snowy Sky Dance, External Soul Bone, Unnamed, 100,000 Years Soul Bone, Absolute Zero, Ice Mist Rain, External Soul Bone, Left Arm Bone, Titan Snow Demon King, Frost Sky Shield, Snow Demon Summon, External Soul Bone, Right Arm Bone, Ice Bear King, Strong Brick Flying, Mountain God Summoning. Huo Yuhao laughed as he looked at the interface full of external soul bones. Almost everyone of those powerful soul bones has one. But what about external soul bones? Even those powerful souls may not have them. Moon may not have any. Only Huo Yuhao has so many external soul bones. Huo Yuhao casually gave the unnamed pants a name, Extreme Ice Pants. The soul skills are also very simple, Absolute Zero and Ice Mist Rain. Absolute Zero is not an attack soul skill, but a defensive soul skill, and Ice Mist Rain is also a defensive soul skill. Domain, Killing Domain, Ice and Snow Blessing Domain, Yellow Hair Domain, Skills, Spirit Eyes Illusion, Soul Secret, True Mysterious Heavenly Treasure Record, True Mysterious Heavenly Skill Enhancement, Way of Death Enhancement. Explosion Ring. Crisis Warning, Stay calm in the face of danger, Unequal Contract. Okay, now it's okay, Huo Yuhao slammed the floor. Reverse Contract Technique, the space twisted instantly. Huo Yuhao came directly from the far north to where Wu Feng was. This is the special ability of the unequal contract. Tracking Teleport. Chapter 93 Sprinkle Ice to Become a Scorpion. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Chapter 94 Spread Ice and Become a Scorpion. Both sides enter. Draw lots, let's begin. As expected, it was indeed a team battle. Shrek Academy vs Thousand Spirits Academy, team battle. The referee announced the draw results. Team battle is the most comprehensive battle. The comparison is the overall strength of both parties. But this is what Wang Yan wants the least. Because Huo Yuhao is not here. Without Huo Yuhao, the absolute main force, it would be difficult for them to win a team battle. If it's an individual competition, maybe you can use CC to pass the level. Well, the college did not send reinforcements. Wang Yan no longer knew how to win. There is a level 53 Soul King opposite. The other 6 people are also Soul Sects. There are 2 more who are above level 45. And on their side, although they also have a Soul King, it's just an agility and attack type Soul King. There is only one Bebe in the Soul Sect. Most of Xiao Xiao and the others are Soul Masters. There is a huge difference in level alone. Huo Yuhao isn't here. Xiao Hongchen narrowed his eyes. Didn't Huo Yuhao plan to do it this time? Or does he think he can win even if he doesn't win? Players from both sides come on. The Qianling 7 took the stage first. Standing at the front were 4 tall male students. Behind them is the javelin captain. And then there are the 2 girls. One has red hair and one has blue hair. Most of the 7 people are around 20 years old. Their formation feels impregnable. The 4 people at the front are from the same sect. Martial spirits are all defense-type spiritual shields. The captain's martial spirit is the 1000-strike spear. Not only is he good at close combat, he is also good at long-range attacks. The blue-haired girl is called Enlenya, and her martial spirit is the frost bear. The red-haired girl is called Fei Yuyan, and her martial spirit is blazing tiger. Both of them are control types. According to intelligence, they have never used soul guides in previous battles. Just when the referee is about to announce the start of the game. Space distortion. There was a loud noise in the sky. A figure walked out calmly. That's right. He is Huo Yuhao, who arrived at the stuck point. Seeing Huo Yuhao, Wang Yan's body couldn't stop shaking with excitement. Win. This game might have been difficult for them before. But now. It's very simple. Am I late? Huo Yuhao looked at the 7 people opposite and said to himself, Xiao Xiao, Wang Dong, Zhu Lu, Wu Feng, Ning Tian, and Cici stood behind him, lined up. Bebe retreated very consciously, and retreated to Wang Yan's side to watch the battle. Teacher Wang, how big do you think this team battle will be? Bebe asked. He wanted to know Wang Yan's evaluation of Huo Yuhao. Let's open 9. Huo Yuhao attacks once and they split 9 times. Wang Yan pushed up his glasses and said seriously, obviously, he attaches great importance to Huo Yuhao. He decided to forget all the unpleasantness of the past. Do you have such a high opinion of Huo Yuhao? Bebe asked with some confusion. He knew that Huo Yuhao was very strong, but he felt that if it was just Huo Yuhao alone, he would probably lose. At least Cici and Ning Tian need to play their part before Huo Yuhao can win. You don't know him. Wang Yan pretended to be profound and turned his back and stopped answering Bebe's questions. You came just in time. Wang Dong and the others stepped back and protected Huo Yuhao in front of them. The referee also said at this time, the game begins. Martial Spirit, summon. The captain of the 1000-strike spear martial spirit directly summoned his martial spirit. The other 6 people also released their own martial arts spirits. On the contrary, no one on Huo Yuhao's side activated his martial spirit. Throw ice and turn into a scorpion. Countless pieces of ice flew out of Huo Yuhao's hands. Instantly transformed into mini versions of ice jade scorpions. This is Huo Yuhao's new soul skill. What's this? Is it a soul beast? Impossible. If it is really a soul beast, how many soul beasts can he control? You know, it's very difficult for ordinary people to catch a soul beast alive. That the little ice jade scorpion summoned by Huo Yuhao is naturally not a real soul beast. But apart from the fact that the soul rings and soul bones cannot explode, other things are the same as normal soul beasts. It also has a health bar. But there are so many ice jade scorpions, even if they have health bars, they can't clear them out. In just a moment, Huo Yuhao's side had already become a crushing force. Their shields didn't work at all. The captain's 1,000-strike spear attack has no effect. Can't clear it. It can't be cleared at all. Isn't this going to work? Then let's end it. That when Huo Yuhao found out that his opponent was so weak, he lost his interest in playing. Fire attribute suppression. Ice attribute suppression. With one move, 2 of their team members were controlled for seconds. Anlengye and Fei Yuyan ended up like this. You can't even struggle. The 4 shield soul masters who were blocking the front also vomited blood and were cleared off the stage. Of course, Huo Yuhao has not let the captain go just yet. Directly freeze the previous one Wanli. The referees were dumbfounded. The audience was also dumbfounded. They never expected that Huo Yuhao could win so easily. Damn it, he's so strong. That Xiao Hongchen looked at Huo Yuhao on the stage and said through gritted teeth, he felt that the gap between him and Huo Yuhao had widened again. And it's not that big. It's very big. That's 1 soul king and 6 soul sects. With such a configuration, Huo Yuhao directly defeated him. Xiao Hongchen asked himself that he couldn't do it. But Huo Yuhao did it. And it only took a few seconds. The referee finally came to his senses and said, Shrek Academy wins. After the 2 girls in the Qianling Academy team were suppressed by Huo Yuhao, their eyes were full of fear. I didn't dare to look up at Huo Yuhao. I'm afraid Huo Yuhao will do it again. How horrible. This is the real 100,000 years. Without personal experience, it is impossible to know the horror of a 100,000-year soul ring. And now they feel it. There is no shame in losing to me. Huo Yuhao took back the soul ring directly. After saying a word, he turned around and left. Sun Moon Royal Soul Engineer Academy Conference Room. Rulong, can we win the championship this time? Ma Long said worriedly. This sentence silenced everyone in the Sun and Moon Royal Soul Engineer Academy. There's not much hope. Ma Rulong muttered, he has clearly seen the situation, unless Huo Yuhao is moved at the beginning. Otherwise, you can't win at all. But there are no bans in this competition. Xiao Hongchen frowned, he had encountered a madman like never before. Put Meng Hongchen and I in. He doesn't dare to gamble. He felt that Huo Yuhao would probably really kill the main candidate, and then let the 2 of them play. You can't run away anyway, so why not just do it? Change it yourself. It can also prevent the main team members from being killed. You can also practice on your own. Accumulate some experience for the next competition. This. Mr. Ma hesitated. They are all on the reserve team. What do we have with the 2 reserve members? Besides, we are not ordinary reserve team members. Laugh at Hongchen and smile confidently. Chapter 94 Huo Yuhao. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Too easy. The next game was as easy as cutting melons and vegetables. Huo Yuhao made it to the finals. Huo Yuhao, as always, left a word and turned away. He was walking alone and suddenly stopped. You've been following me for so long, it's time to come out, right? Huo Yuhao's crisis warning had already been on. And the one who could give him a crisis warning must be able to threaten Huo Yuhao's life. An old man walked out slowly. As expected of you, you actually saw through my disguise. As he spoke, an invisible pressure pressed on Huo Yuhao. Huo Yuhao gently patted the dust off his body and calmly blocked the pressure from him. Are you Qin Gang, the protector of the Xinglua Empire? Huo Yuhao asked. You actually know who I am. Impossible. Qin Gang immediately looked around in panic. Don't look, there's no one. Huo Yuhao smiled, this was his guess. During this period, in the original work, only this Titled Douluo used pressure to suppress Huo Yuhao. You are so brave. Tell me, which one of the 10 fierce beasts are you? That while speaking, the terrifying soul power directly covered the area. Ding. Choose to trigger. Cheng Gang, the protector of the nation Douluo from the Xinglua Empire, thinks you are a fierce beast recultivation and comes to you alone. How will you make a choice? Option 1, be kind, what dares to trouble you? Kill him directly. Complete the reward, true Xiantian Gong variation. Option 2, be timid, he is a titled Douluo. You are just a soul saint, and the gap in strength is huge. Tell him your information. Complete the reward, 50,000 your soul ring x1. Option 3, hit hard, he actually directly regarded you as a fierce beast recultivation, and he must be taught a lesson that he will never forget. Complete the reward, 100,000 your soul bone x1. Option 4, retreat and run away, you can't beat him at all, escape from him. Completion reward, true ghost shadow mutation. Huo Yuhao read through the options and rewards in an instant. Thinking briefly, I immediately sorted them out. These rewards are all very good. Mysterious Heaven Technique Mutation. Ghost Shadow Mutation. It sounds awesome. The 100,000 year soul bone is also okay, the 50,000 year soul ring is barely usable, I am the Ice Azure Emperor Scorpion. Huo Yuhao revealed his information directly. Of course, this information is not true. But his martial soul is indeed the Ice Azure Emperor Scorpion. It's not fake, it's just that the word martial soul is removed. Okay. As long as I catch you, I can exchange for a whole set of super soul bones. Ha 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 ha. Ding. Congratulations to the host for completing option 2. The reward, 50,000 year soul ring x1, has been issued to the host. Storage space, Xiantian Baolu's true, soul skill secret combination skill, blue hair x1, ferocious beast encirclement map x1, mother's heart x1, small piece of living gold x1, incomplete soul x1, 50,000 year soul ring x1. When Huo Yuhao heard the prompt sound, he smiled. Just you, that he did not hesitate at all, just me. You have already found a way to die. Huo Yuhao's whole body instantly enlarged. Wu Huanjinshin. Although he is a soul saint, he is definitely not inferior to this kind of rubbish titled Douluo. Besides, Xuanzi has also arrived at this time. Even if he has not beaten, there are people to cover for Huo Yuhao. Yuhao, be careful, if you can't beat him, just run away. Tianmeng Ice Silkworm said. Yuhao, let me use my strength. I really can't stand this kind of rubbish titled Douluo showing off in front of me. In my prime, it only takes a moment. I can turn him into an ice sculpture forever. That the voice of the Ice Emperor is obviously more angry. He even wanted to use the power of the snow pill. Bingner, don't worry, Yuhao should have figured out what to do. Xuedi touched Bingdi's head and said with a smile, she felt that Huo Yuhao should have a way to deal with it, otherwise, with his personality, he should have called for help long ago. It only took a moment. Qinggang knew it. This is a big fish. He did not hesitate and really opened his martial soul. A black halo appeared. He had a noticeable change in his whole person. His body was wrapped in a layer of black carapace. His eyebrows grew longer. This is a beast soul master. The higher the level, the more similar his body changes will be to his martial soul when he uses his martial soul. Yellow. Yellow. Purple. 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 Black. 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 9 soul rings appeared. The terrifying aura of the titled Douluo continued to emerge. Most people would have been trembling with fear. But Huo Yuhao laughed even louder. No wonder the Ice Emperor said he could kill instantly. He turned out to be a real loser. His 5th soul ring is not even 10,000 years old. How did he become a titled Douluo? Let me show you what soul ring configuration is. Huo Yuhao directly displayed the 6 soul rings of the Spirit Eye and the 7 soul rings of the Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion. 13 blood-red soul rings of 100,000 years old. Huo Yuhao deliberately changed the color. Of course, the aura is still more than 100,000 years old. There is no change in this. This is impossible. Chen Gang's face turned green. 13 blood-red soul rings. A person can have up to 9 soul rings. Even if they are twin martial souls, the soul rings cannot be displayed at the same time. But Huo Yuhao did it. Not only did he show 13 real blood-red soul rings. You can even use these 2 martial arts at the same time. Completely different from other twin martial souls. At this moment, the prompt sounded. Bite. Congratulations to the host for completing option 3. The reward, 100,000-year-old soul bone x1, has been issued to the host. Storage space, Xiantian Baolu Zhen, soul technique secret technique combined skill, blue hair x1, beast surrounding picture x1, Holy Mother's heart x1, small piece of living gold x1, incomplete soul x1, 50,000 years soul ring x1, 100,000 year soul bone x1, Huo Yuhao. That I haven't done it yet. How come it's done? No. Is this something I will never forget? This is a breach of defense. You angered a male ant. Qin Gang's face turned red and he roared angrily. This is not just because of the soul ring. 100,000-year-old soul ring means 100,000-year-old soul bone. And he doesn't have a soul bone in his body. Huo Yuhao is already fully equipped. How does this keep him from being angry? In terms of soul rings and soul bones, they are no match for a fledgling boy. Doesn't that mean that he has been living as a dog all these years? Especially when he thought that the Star Luo Empire would not buy him high-grade soul bones. He became even more angry. What can you do to me? Huo Yuhao directly opened the unstoppable killing field. The reduced attack power reaches 90%. And the improved attack came to 54%. So what if he is a Titled Douluo? There is only 10% attack power left. As long as he doesn't have the ability to increase his own abilities, he will definitely be easily killed by Huo Yuhao. The 8th soul skill. A critical blow. Qin Gang punched him. Hitting Huo Yuhao was like giving him a massage. No harm done at all. Huo Yuhao, trash. Chapter 95 Huo Yuhao. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Chapter 96 Huo Yuhao. How is this possible? Qin Gang looked at the unharmed Huo Yuhao with disbelief, his eyes full of shock. This is my 8th soul skill. Even though it's just a 10,000-year quality black soul ring. But after all, it is also the 8th soul skill from Titled Douluo. He was blocked by Huo Yuhao so easily. Even hard resistance. No harm has been done yet. Huo Yuhao's lips curled up slightly. This is the realm of killing. Infinitely growing killing field. The strongest field. Although there are weaknesses, Qin Gang doesn't know it. It was impossible for Huo Yuhao to take the initiative to tell him the weaknesses in this field. Trash is indeed trash, and you still want to trade me for a set of super soul bones, even if you don't have the strength to do so, Huo Yuhao mocked. I have to say, this wave of ridicule has a great effect. Qin Gang immediately became famous. Arrogant. It's just bad luck that blocked one of my moves. 7th soul skill. Martial soul true body. Qin Gang, who was so red and warm, also went crazy. Directly used the martial soul's true form. I plan to fight against Huo Yuhao. Don't consider the consequences of doing this at all. Feeling that some of his strength had returned, Qin Gang's complexion immediately improved. But although he relied on the martial spirit avatar to obtain an increase in attack power, in the end he was just a melee Titled Douluo. It is impossible to escape from the coverage of Huo Yuhao's domain. Is it useful to get bigger? Huo Yuhao smiled contemptuously. He didn't even have the intention to use defensive soul skills. Not afraid at all. Huo Yuhao's flame, a super fireball is divided into 8. 8 fireballs attacked Qinggang in a strange attack method. This is no ordinary fireball, but the ultimate flame. The ultimate fire of the Phoenix Emperor's body. The 6th soul skill. Ant shell. Qinggang saw the move, he knew he couldn't dodge this blow, so he immediately used his 6th soul skill. Black, 10,000 years, this move greatly increased his defense. He felt that it was perfectly fine to resist 8 fireballs. However, I don't know why. Facing Huo Yuhao's 8 fireballs, his move seemed particularly fragile. It's almost as good as useless. The reason is simple. Huo Yuhao's ultimate fire comes from the body of the phoenix. Phoenix fire is more than just a high temperature. Used properly, it can even ignite the target's soul power. The reason why Qinggang's 6th soul skill just now was so fragile. It's entirely because all the soul power he provided for this soul skill was burned away by Huo Yuhao's ultimate phoenix fire. In addition, he failed to keep up with the subsequent soul power replenishment in time. This made it look like he didn't use this soul skill. Only when his soul power replenishes exceeds Huo Yuhao's ignition speed can he fully use this soul skill. This is very scary. Directly attack the soul master's soul power. This will greatly increase the soul skill consumption of many soul masters. And the average soul master can only use about 30 soul skills. Ignited by Huo Yuhao. There are only 10 left at most. To know. Soul power is the power of the soul master. If there is no soul power, then the soul master will be no different from a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. There is absolutely no chance to fight back. Even the martial spirit cannot be maintained. Unless his physical enhancement is very powerful. Otherwise, it will just be a lamb to be slaughtered. Especially when facing a top powerhouse like Huo Yuhao who can fight across the ring. That can't be called a lamb to be slaughtered. That's just an ant that can be pressed to death. Evil Soul Master. Evil Soul Master. You must be an evil soul master. Your weird skills can't be wrong. You must be an evil soul master. No wonder your level is already so high at such a young age. You have reached the realm of soul saint. It turns out you are an evil soul master. Qinggang's eyes were full of fear. He didn't even realize that he was trembling with fear from a soul saint. He finally knew why Huo Yuhao's soul rings were all 100,000 years old. If it is an evil soul master. That's understandable. The way an evil soul master obtains soul rings is not fixed. He can be different from normal soul masters. You don't have to hunt soul beasts to get soul rings. As long as the spirit is special and certain conditions are met. You can produce your own soul rings. Even 100,000-year soul ring. Evil soul master. That's my hat. I'm not an evil soul master, I'm just a normal bipolar martial soul master. Although it seems to be a little better than a normal soul master, aren't my other statistics quite normal? If I were an evil soul master, I would have been killed by you long ago. How could I still be at the level of soul saint? You look down on me too much, don't you? Huo Yuhao didn't say this to delay time, he just wanted to kill Qinggang's thoughts of continuing to fight. Although it didn't hurt when Qinggang hit him, it still hurt a little. The main thing is that the damage he dealt against Qinggang was not very high. The killing field only reduced Qinggang's attack power. There is no reduction in defense. Even if Huo Yuhao's attack power is increased by more than 50%, the damage of Huo Yuhao in a real fight is only as high as that of Soul Douluo. If he really fights with his life, Huo Yuhao may have to pay a great price to defeat Qinggang. If Qinggang still has a trick up his sleeve, then the two of them may even lose. Of course, this is a normal battle. Soul power consumption is normal. But how can it be normal to fight Huo Yuhao? Just the abnormal soul power consumption alone can kill him. If it continues like just now, Qinggang's soul power consumption will definitely not keep up. Don't mention that Huo Yuhao still has 2 soul cores. Of course, Chen Gang also has a soul core. It's just an ordinary soul core. It can't compare with any of Huo Yuhao's 2 soul rings. The speed of soul power recovery is very slow. Not as good as Huo Yuhao's Holy Dragon soul core and Snow Dan soul core. Damn it. Damn it. Am I really going to fall into the hands of a soul saint? No, I won't accept that. Chen Gang's eyes exuded an extremely dangerous look. Huo Yuhao suddenly felt something was wrong. The danger warning turned red. Huo Yuhao. He was actually going to self-destruct. Huo Yuhao was dumbfounded. Why did he self-destruct? The winner hasn't been decided yet. You are still almost in full condition. No. You don't even want your life anymore. Huo Yuhao was really dumbfounded. You self-destruct to blow me up, want to take me to death, right? Huo Yuhao narrowed his eyes slightly, and the calmness in danger was triggered. All attributes increased by 10%. The divine power also increased by 10 points. The power of destiny also increased by 10 points. Huo Yuhao decisively used it. There is no way, the spiritual eye illusion can't be used. The normal mental power of a Titled Douluo is 10 W points. The spirit power can be doubled after opening the spirit body. The mental power is more than 200,000 points. Huo Yuhao only has 96,000 mental power. The spirit body doubled to 190,000. There is a difference of tens of thousands of mental power. It is impossible to control it. Forcing it to use will cause backlash. Not to mention that he wants to self-destruct now. Chapter 96 Mine, Mine, All Mine. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 97 Mine, Mine, All Mine. Although Huo Yuhao's killing field reduced Chen Gang's attack power by 90%, this was the self-destruction of a Titled Douluo. He also has a soul core. The combined self-destruction of the two is quite terrifying. It may even be the combined explosion power of 3 level 9 fixed soul guide cannons. This is just because Chen Gang himself is too rubbish. If Chen Gang was stronger, at a higher level, with a stronger soul ring configuration, a stronger soul core, and a stronger martial soul, then his self-destruction might be as high as the explosion power of 5 level 9 fixed soul guide cannons. This is quite terrifying. Even if it is reduced by 90%. It can still cause fatal damage to Huo Yuhao. You know, Huo Yuhao is just a soul saint. Although he may use defensive soul skills to resist. But he still thinks it is more economical to run away. After all, Huo Yuhao's running speed is not slow. There is absolutely no problem running out of Chen Gang's explosion range. Not to mention that he also has a teleportation of an unequal contract. Xian Lao, save me. Of course, it is better to ask for help. Huo Yuhao called for help decisively. Xian Zi was nearby, he had known it for a long time. It would be a waste if he didn't use the free bodyguard. It is impossible for him to resist this explosion with all his strength, right? If he gets injured, it would be quite troublesome to recover. Oh, no, at most it is just a consumption of soul power. He is the body of the Phoenix Emperor, an immortal existence. But use less soul power in the snow pill. The snow pill is now at full capacity or even exceeds a lot. Although Huo Yuhao can replenish it himself after it is used up, it can't return to the previous overloaded state. At most it can be restored to full. This will cause him to summon the Snow Emperor and the Ice Emperor to fight later, and his combat effectiveness will be greatly weakened. This is also why Huo Yuhao chose to call Xian Zi to save the situation. Why did Huo Yuhao use teleportation to leave directly when he could? The reason is very simple. Now Chen Gang's self-explosion can be stopped. He has not yet ignited the fire of his life. Huo Yuhao didn't want to lose both his wife and his army. At least he had to get the reward for the option. That was the true Xiantian Gong mutation. Mutation. Most martial soul mutations would become quite powerful. Of course, except for a mutation that only left half of the soul power, this was force majeure. After all, he was too useless and didn't understand the mutation. Wouldn't the true Xiantian mutation be stronger? Huo Yuhao wanted it for 100,000 years, even more than the reward of 100,000-year soul bones. Of course, this reward was within his reach, because he was about to self-destruct. As long as the fire of life was ignited, Huo Yuhao could run away. So Huo Yuhao had to call Xian Zi to come and resist the explosion. Damn it! No. You called me over just to let me resist this explosion. Xian Zi threw away the wine pot and cursed. He was really broken. This was the self-destruction of a titled Douluo. The black soul ring lit up instantly. A small hill rose from the ground. But the effect was minimal. It was completely unable to stop the power of Qinggang's explosion. This was a terrifying explosion at the titled Douluo level. Xian Zi was only a super Douluo at level 95 at this time. It was a bit too much for him to resist this kind of self-explosion. He immediately used another move. The 9 soul rings on his body actually burned at the same time. Xian Zi's old chicken leg. He smashed directly at Qinggang. Instantly. The large explosion was blocked. Huo Yuhao was a little surprised. He didn't expect Xian Zi to be so weak that he had to use this move to stop Qinggang's self-explosion. It seems that Xian Zi's strength is really only level 95. That's right. Huo Yuhao not only wanted Qinggang to ignite the fire of life, but also to test Xian Zi's true strength. Only by knowing Xian Zi's true strength can he do some things. Instead of doing those things when he thought Xian Zi was level 98. Isn't that pure suicide? Now that he knew Xian Zi's true strength, Huo Yuhao's thoughts were gone. After all, to do this, you need to have absolute power to calm the situation. And Xian Zi is only level 95 now, obviously he doesn't have this strength. And Moon is not here either. If the truth is revealed, wouldn't it be the end? Huo Yuhao sighed. It turned out that his strength was not enough. I will not let you go even if I become a ghost. Qinggang no longer had any luck. Directly ignite the fire of life. He can no longer stop the self-explosion. Xian Zi naturally saw this scene. Take Huo Yuhao and run immediately. But the flying speed of his level 8 soul guide is really slow. Who made these soul guides? It's ridiculously slow. Huo Yuhao didn't know why this kind of soul guide was level 8. This chicken feather is not as fast as his level 1. What kind of flying speed is this? The explosion was about to catch up. Fortunately, Huo Yuhao used the spiral ascension in time. The 6th soul skill of the Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion. He instantly took Xian Zi and soared into the sky. That's why he was not affected by Qinggang's self-explosion. Ha! Fortunately, how did you offend someone of this level? Xian Zi asked in confusion. He never thought that Huo Yuhao would actually provoke the protector of the Xinglua Empire. Fortunately, he arrived in time, otherwise Huo Yuhao might have been blown up. If Huo Yuhao was gone, how could he report back to Moon? Is he really going to see him with his head? Before, he made a mistake and caused the Death Messenger to blow up several members of the Shrek 7 Devils. If Huo Yuhao was also blown up, then Xian Zi felt that he could really die to atone for his sins. After all, 3 times is the limit. I don't know either. He came to me for no reason and said he wanted to kill me to explode my soul bone. Huo Yuhao said innocently. At this time, the prompt sound of the option sounded. This also proves that Qinggang is indeed dead. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing option 1. The reward, True Xiantian Gong Mutation, has been issued to the host. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing option 4. The reward, True Ghost Shadow Mutation, has been issued to the host. Good, good, good. So cool. Complete 2 options at once. True Xiantian Gong and True Ghost Shadow Mutation mutate at the same time. Xian Zi. He looked at Huo Yuhao, his face full of disbelief. But he had no other way. He couldn't just pry open Huo Yuhao's head and see for himself, right? Okay, that's it. When we return to the academy, we will come back to hold them accountable. It's just right to hold the White Tiger Duke's mansion accountable as well, Xian Zi said it easily. Only Huo Yuhao knew that it was too troublesome to hold them accountable directly. They really thought the Xingluo Empire was a soft persimmon. Moreover, if they really fought with the Sun and Moon Empire, maybe the Sun and Moon Empire would take the opportunity to launch an attack. It would be dangerous at that time. Huo Yuhao has not been to the Sun and Moon Empire yet. There was no advanced layout at all. It is impossible to influence the Sun and Moon Empire. By then, the war is expected to come early. Of course, the war actually has no effect on Huo Yuhao. It may even be an advantage. Because Huo Yuhao has the killing field. It's just because Huo Yuhao feels that launching a battlefield will consume too many resources. Those are all his future resources. Huo Yuhao can't bear to waste them like this. Chapter 97, Okay, too much debt is not a burden, right? You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Chapter 98 Okay, debt is too much to bear, right? What a big loss. I didn't expect that my mental strength turned out to be a shortcoming, Huo Yuhao sighed. It's been less than a year since he started taking off. He didn't digest much of Tianmeng Bingshu's mental power at all. Spiritual C, Electrolux, recovery progress 15%, Tianmeng Ice Silkworm, 10 groups of origins, the first group has absorbed 18%, not even half of the first batch was absorbed. As long as he absorbs half of the first group, Huo Yuhao's mental strength will not be inferior to Titled Douluo. After all, there is still a lack of accumulation of time. The spiritual power of Tianmeng Ice Silkworm cannot be absorbed by force, it can only be absorbed a little every day. Even he has no way to speed up absorption. Even if it has been fused with the gold of living beings, it still needs time to accumulate. But the Xiantian Kung's ability to convert soul power into spirit is too bad. It takes 10 points of soul power to convert 1 point of spiritual power. Huo Yuhao's own soul power storage is definitely not enough. But fortunately, Zhenchuan Tiangong has mutated. Although the basic value has not been increased much, there is a particularly powerful skill. This skill is simply terrifyingly powerful. It can actually absorb and swallow blood directly. That's right. Just absorb and devour the blood. If the Golden Dragon King were here, Huo Yuhao can not only absorb and devour his blood. It can even absorb and devour his godhead. Of course, if Huo Yuhao does not have a divine status, his divine power will be transformed into divine power or soul power. And the bloodline will be owned by Huo Yuhao. This mutation can be said to be terrifying. Especially in Douluo continent, a place where bloodline accounts for a very heavy proportion. To be honest, Huo Yuhao originally thought that this mutation was to change his skills. The result is still new. It's just that the new skills become super powerful. The operation route of Zhenchuan Tiangong has also undergone great changes. Much streamlined. Removed many unnecessary routes. The mutation of the real ghost is even more outrageous. From the original need to actively avoid, you can automatically choose automatic or manual avoidance. The original avoidance required Huo Yuhao's own control. After Huo Yuhao turns on the automatic avoidance, Huo Yuhao no longer needs to control it at all. Will automatically avoid. This is just a small enhancement. What's even more powerful is that the real ghost shadow can now not only move at close range to avoid attacks. Now you can move long distances. The movement speed of long-distance movement has also been greatly improved. Perhaps it would be more appropriate to call it shrinking into an inch. 1 step equals 100 steps. At this time, Huo Yuhao had also arrived in the conference room. There was only Wang Yan inside. Yuhao, I see too many impossibilities in you. I think maybe we really have a chance to win the championship. Wang Yan looked at Huo Yuhao and sighed. When he was 20 years old, he knew that he was not good at practicing martial arts, so he turned to martial arts research early. Until now, he is nearly 40 years old and has been exposed to martial arts for more than 30 years, but he has never seen such a perverted soul master as Huo Yuhao. The word genius cannot be used to describe Huo Yuhao. In other words, there are no words to describe Huo Yuhao. Dai Huabin, who is 13 years old and 37 years old, to him is simply a fighter among the rubbish. Even if it was his brother, Dai Yuehan, who competed with Huo Yuhao, the result was the same. So weak. Even if Ma Xiaotao was taken out, she wouldn't be able to compare with Huo Yuhao. His talent is so strong. The peerless genius among peerless geniuses. Isn't the champion holding the handle? Huo Yuhao said with a puzzled look, among those crooked people from other colleges, who can compete with Huo Yuhao. The Sun and Moon Empire is just a relatively good melon. But it is impossible to defeat Huo Yuhao. You know, Huo Yuhao's mental power is almost as strong as a Titled Douluo. If the Tianmeng ice silkworm's origin could be absorbed faster, his mental power would have surpassed the Titled Douluo. In the 16th and 8th knockout rounds, we got a very good-looking opponent, the number 1 academy of the Douling Empire. There are 5 soul kings and 2 soul sects. Even a soul master. They are all equipped with soul guides. But even so, he couldn't withstand a single move from Huo Yuhao. Just like that, the entire team was instantly killed by Huo Yuhao. Now that students from other colleges see it, they tremble all over when they hear the word Huo Yuhao. Too strong. Even the Sun and Moon Royal Soul Engineer Academy is no exception. Then comes the auction. Top-notch auctions at Starlight Auctions. The auctioneer is Jojo, currently the only gold-level auctioneer. Seeing the auctioneer Jojo, Huo Yuhao knew that the Ice Jade Scorpion Soul Bone was here. The Ice Jade Scorpion Soul Bone possesses the Ice Blast technique. Although it is useless, if he had come earlier, Huo Yuhao might still be able to absorb it, but it's not a big problem. This Soul Bone has other uses. The point is, all the money spent in the Star Luo Empire for this competition will be covered by the White Tiger Duke's palace. If you don't buy it, you won't buy it. Huo Yuhao bought almost everything in this auction in one go. This includes the left arm bone of the Ice Jade Scorpion. Because Emperor Shui was cut off, the final auction item was gone. The auction ends here. The opponent in the quarterfinals still couldn't withstand Huo Yuhao's move. Easily won. The quarterfinals were different from the previous ones. The referee was replaced by a Titled Douluo. Huang Jinshu, Tiansha Douluo. Wuhuan Tiansha Guxing. Specialized in defeating relatives. With all his strength, he can even compete with a level 95 Super Douluo. This time, Huo Yuhao and his team faced Xinglua National Academy. And the captain of the opponent was Princess Jojo. This was also the weakest of the top 4 teams. Huo Yuhao and 7 others came on stage, and the remaining 6 stepped back, leaving Huo Yuhao alone standing at the front. The audience was no longer surprised. Huo Yuhao's strength was too strong. It was normal to be able to fight 7 alone, even if the opponent was Xinglua National Academy. They also believed that Huo Yuhao could do it. The formation of Xinglua National Academy was also a bit strange. 6 people stood in 2 triangles, 1 in front, 2 in the back, and Jojo stood at the back. The gold in his eyes obviously increased. The look in his eyes when he looked at Huo Yuhao was more of a provocation. Huo Yuhao. He hasn't done anything big recently. Why did he start to provoke me? Why is it so strange? Do you think your family doesn't have enough debt? The White Tiger Duke's mansion, the protector of the nation Douluo, both are heavyweights, and now there is a princess. This time the debt is really too much. Seeing that both sides are ready, Tiansha Douluo announced. the game begins. Princess Jojo directly released her martial soul. Star Crown. A diamond-shaped golden gem appeared on her forehead. Then it broke away and turned into a crown and fell on her head. This crown seemed to be made up of countless stars. Yellow. Yellow. Purple. Purple. Black. 5 soul rings appeared. Obviously, she is a weakling soul king. Her teammates are also weakling soul kings. Shocked. This is actually a weakling team composed of all soul kings. Really control the crane and capture the dragon. In just a moment. After a long time, he was sucked into Huo Yuhao's hands. His neck was pinched by Huo Yuhao. The book of the group members, exchange chapters, if you are interested, you can read it. Qian Xuanyu was reborn in Douluo continent. He became the son of Qian Daolu of Wuhuan Hall and the younger brother of Qiang Sunji. He was extremely talented. Qian Daolu was very happy and betrothed Bibi Dong, the saint of Wuhuan Hall, to Qian Xuanyu. Unexpectedly, on the wedding night, Bibi Dong refused to consummate the marriage with Qian Xuanyu, but went to the grove outside Wuhuan city to meet Yu Xiaojiang secretly. How could Qian Xuanyu tolerate it, and decisively abolished Yu Xiaojiang, and divorced Bibi Dong, but Bibi Dong cried and shouted that she knew she was wrong, and she went to the grove to completely sever her relationship with Yu Xiaojiang. Qian Xuanyu naturally didn't believe her. Unexpectedly, Bibi Dong was too vicious. She used the morning glory flower, the combined vein flower, and the wonderful bundle to produce special effects, so that Qian Xuanyu and her had a daughter, Qian Renxue. Brother Yu, even if you don't forgive me, I will be yours in life and your ghost in death. Afterwards, Bibi Dong cut off Yu Xiaojiang's legs and put them in a box to Qian Xuanyu. She also instigated Ayin to secretly climb onto his bed, and Poseidon. Decades later, Qian Renxue brought back Zhu Zhuqin, Shui Yuer and other Douluo beauties. Qian Renxue said to Qian Xuanyu, Dad, these are for your honor. Qian Xuanyu. Chapter 98. You can endure more than a ninja. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I thought there was something special about it, but it turned out to be so weak. Huo Yuhao said disappointedly. Let her go. But when Tiansha Douluo saw Jojo being choked, his expression immediately changed. Bite. Choose to trigger. You grabbed Princess Jojo's neck in just 1 second. She is Su Jiawei's sister. Tiansha Douluo's expression changed drastically and he wanted to rescue Princess Jojo from your hands. How will you make a choice? Option 1, compromise and let go. Behind her is the Star Luo Empire. I can't afford to offend you, so let me go for a long time. Completion reward, Tiansha Lone Star X1. Option 2, decisive killing. You don't have to take responsibility for killing people in the competition, just kill the people you want to save. Kill for a long time. Completion reward, Star Spirit X1. Option 3, exotic style. In the original work, there is a useless Titled Douluo who cannot even stop Su Sancher. What are you afraid of him doing? Stir-fried on the spot for a long time. Completion reward, Huang Mao's true form. Option 4, let go. Give it a try. The battle has not ended, and his life has not been in danger for a long time. He dares to go out to save people. It is simply lawless. Fight. We must fight hard. Kill him. Completion rewards, Psychic Beast, Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion. Huo Yuhao's face changed slightly. He didn't expect that the option would pop up at this time. Fortunately, his real ghost has mutated. The rewards for option 1 are completely free, but the reward of Tiansha Lone Star doesn't seem to be very good. After all, this is something that is meant to be used by loved ones. Who would want this thing if nothing happens? You can take it, because it is not an automatically used prop. Just like the Virgin's Heart, it is not impossible to keep it for the new year. It's always useful. Star Spirit sounds like it should have something to do with Jujiujiu's martial spirit star crown, and it should be of some use, but not much. This yellow-haired avatar looks awesome at first glance. It's just so awesome to finish. There was a lot of hype on the spot and he couldn't leave. Huo Yuhao couldn't finish it if he left with Su Jojo. If you don't leave, if there are so many titled Douluo here, then it's all over. Not to mention that Mr. Xian is only at level 95 at this time. If he was still level 98, maybe Huo Yuhao would really dare to do it. What a pity. What a pity. What a pity. Huo Yuhao is still unable to fight the entire Star Luo Empire by himself. But killing Tiansha Douluo will definitely be easy. Kill this useless titled Douluo at will. Qinggang is a real titled Douluo after all. And this Tiansha Douluo was actually able to be forcibly killed by a soul sect in front of him. He is also a fighter among wastes. Don't tell me, this psychic beast is quite good. Even if the word psychic beast is removed, the reward is still great. Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion. The battle isn't over yet, and she hasn't given up yet. Why are you anxious? Huo Yuhao smiled strangely and threw Su Jojo on the ground. Bite. Congratulations to the host for completing option 1. The reward, Tiansha Lone Star X1, has been issued to the host. Storage space, Xiantian Baolu Zhen, Soul Technique Secret Technique Combined Skill, Blue Hair X1, Beast Surrounding Picture X1, Holy Mother's Heart X1, Small Piece of Living Gold X1, Incomplete Soul X1, 50,000 Years Soul Ring X1, 100,000 Year Soul Bone X1, Evil Star X1. Only then did Tiansha Douluo realize that he had lost his composure, and after seeing Su Jojo being put down, he also retreated. You loser, why don't you do something? As a titled Douluo, shouldn't you kill me with one hand? You are indeed a waste. Huo Yuhao provoked, smoothly sending the other 6 people on the opposite side off the stage. Shrek Academy, win. Tiansha Douluo's face turned red, but he still held back and did not make a move. Declare the winner on his own initiative, Huo Yuhao. Okay, you're a loser, right? Don't even do this. You are more tolerant than a ninja. Even ninjas can't bear it. Brother, look what he has done. After returning to Su Jiawei for a long time, I was so angry that my teeth itched. Especially when he provoked Tiansha Douluo in the end. Isn't this okay? Su Jiawei comforted him. He knew that the Star Luo Empire could no longer provoke Huo Yuhao. The former White Tiger Duke's mansion, the latest protector of the nation Douluo Qinggang. If one more thing happens, I'm afraid we will really start a fight with Shrek Academy. Be patient. Not only must we endure it, but we must also try to bring him into our camp. Su Jiawei said, Huo Yuhao's talent is really terrifying. He also had some thoughts. Su Jiawei looked at his sister for a long time. If necessary, he can even take his sister. In their Xingguan lineage, he and Su Jojo are the only ones who have inherited this martial spirit. But now that there is a young man with extremely talented people, it is difficult for him not to be distracted. If only, Huo Yuhao, who returned to the hotel, became increasingly angry the more he thought about it. The reward just flew away. Pain. It hurt so much. He really didn't expect that Tiansha Douluo was not only a loser, but also a loser. Just when Huo Yuhao was about to return to his room, 2 people walked up to him. Both of them are very ordinary, one has a thick right arm, the other has a thin body but a big head. If it were anyone else, they would naturally think that the 2 of them were looking for trouble. But Huo Yuhao is different. He recognized it immediately. They are people from the Numenon sect. Let's talk, said the man with thick arms. You are finally here. Huo Yuhao could not hide his excitement. The body sect. Finally here. Huo Yuhao really couldn't stand the trash fighting power of this hairy Xuanzi. He was asked to come to the rescue, and in the end he had to rely on his soul skills to escape from the explosion range. He was really weak. To be honest, Huo Yuhao always felt that Xuanzi was the kind of person who was very strong in the internal war, but very weak to the outside world. In summary, the phantom god of the internal war. Do you know us? The big-headed man was stunned and almost didn't react. He is the brain martial soul. Huo Yuhao's words almost burned his CPU. I don't know. Huo Yuhao said seriously, the big-headed man. The thick-armed man. 2 sentences warmed them up for the whole day. Okay, now we know each other. The big-headed man smiled. At the same time, he glanced at Huo Yuhao with a soft look. This was his test. However, the invincible moves did not work at all on Huo Yuhao. Let's go over there and talk. The big-headed man said, and walked towards the rest area on one side of the hall. Huo Yuhao sat directly opposite the two of them, smiling. We have actually been observing you for a while. If I'm not mistaken, your martial soul should be eyes. The first soul skill should be similar to mental detection, which seems to be shared with companions, and the second martial soul should be a simulation ability, right? I remember that in the far north, there is a kind of ice silkworm that is good at using this ability to deceive the enemy, so your 100,000-year soul ring should be fake, more to deter the opponent, right? I don't know if I'm right. Huo Yuhao smiled and said, yes, but not entirely. At the same time, the original color of the martial soul ring was displayed. The 2 people from the body sect. Chapter 99 The Main Body Order. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Chapter 100 Body Sect Order. This is not a disguise. The brain man couldn't speak clearly. A close observation told him that these 600,000-year soul rings were real. Of course it's not a disguise. People from our body sect should be so strong, right? Huo Yuhao said naturally, big head man. Thick arm man. Okay, no need to pull. Huo Yuhao will bring it into the body sect himself. But isn't this a bit hurtful? What do you mean that the body sect should have this kind of configuration? Where are there so many 100,000-year soul beasts for you to kill? Don't worry, you may not know so much about our sect. At least we have to tell you the advantages and disadvantages of joining our sect. We can't let you join our body sect without knowing anything. The big head man said, Huo Yuhao. Not a buddy. Why do I feel so strange? Isn't the body sect good at snatching back the sect directly? The pros and cons of joining a sect, is there such a process? Huo Yuhao carefully recalled the operation of the body sect in the original book, and there was no such plot at all. I met a fake person from the body sect. Huo Yuhao immediately became alert. This kind of operation has happened before. What's wrong with you? The thick-armed man found that Huo Yuhao was not right and asked. Huo Yuhao shook his head, it's okay, go ahead. Although he was alert, Huo Yuhao still wanted to hear what he wanted to say. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Langya, and his name is Yutao, who is my good brother. We are both from the body sect. You should know this. Even if you don't know, you should have heard of it. Unless Shrek Academy deliberately concealed it, you should be able to know this news. After all, your martial soul is the body martial soul. Langya said. Huo Yuhao did not really hear much about the body sect in Shrek Academy, but it was mentioned in the original book, and he still remembered some of it. In the Soul Master world, the reputation of the body sect is definitely a well-known existence. The body sect is one of the most bizarre sects in the Soul Master world. The first one is, of course, the evil Soul Master. The body sect is the only one that can compete with the evil Soul Master. Even in the eyes of most Soul Masters, the Soul Masters of the body sect are more terrifying than the evil Soul Masters. Although the evil Soul Masters are strong, most of them act alone or in teams. The body sect is a whole sect. It is also known as the world's first mysterious sect. This title alone is enough to make those Soul Masters tremble. Hearing their names, Huo Yuhao also confirmed that this is the real body sect. The advantage is very simple, that is, our sect will be your strongest backing, the entire sect. The disadvantage is also very simple, let me think about it. Langya thought for a long time and found that there seemed to be no harm in joining the body sect. The disadvantage is that if you report your body sect, it will scare normal soul masters. Fortunately, Langya is also gifted and barely made up a disadvantage. Huo Yuhao. He really couldn't hold it anymore. Is this a disadvantage? Reporting the sect will scare normal soul masters. Okay, let's play it this way, right? Why does it sound more terrifying than evil soul masters? Okay, after listening to the pros and cons, I won't beat around the bush. The purpose of our visit this time is very simple, which is to lead you back to the sect. Langya smiled slightly and said directly. Huo Yuhao was about to agree when the selector suddenly rang. It wasn't even a new option that popped up. It was an option from a long time ago. Ding! Triggered selection re-trigger. You met Tangya, the leader of the Tang sect, and her founding disciple Bebe in the Xingdou Great Forest. After learning that you grilled the fish, she decided to invite you to join the Tang sect. How will you make a choice? Option 1, none. Completed. Option 2, none. Completed. Option 3, enter the Sun Moon Royal Soul Instructor Academy, reject the invitation of Tangya, the leader of the Tang sect, and inform that you want to go to the Sun Moon Empire and enter the Sun Moon Royal Soul Instructor Academy. Completion reward, Level 4 Soul Instructor Mastery. Option 4, join the Body Sect, reject the invitation of Tangya, the leader of the Tang sect, and inform that you want to go to the location of the Body Sect and join the Body Sect. Completion reward, Silver Level Awakening of the Spirit I Martial Soul. Huo Yuhao looked at the options and fell into silence. Damn, how can this be completed? Could it be that Tangya can still come to the competition site? This is impossible. At this stage, Tangya seems to have only unlocked the seal and has not yet run away from Shrek Academy. Unless he runs back to Shrek Academy to find Tangya now, otherwise he can't complete this option at all. But now it's the finals, isn't it a bit stupid to go back to Shrek Academy? In the finals, you have to face Xiao Hongchen and Meng Hongchen. You can tell that there will be options here. If you leave, you will lose money. Huo Yuhao couldn't teleport back instantly. Huo Yuhao was really furious now. He couldn't get the reward right in front of him. It was the silver level awakening of the spirit I martial soul. This was to increase his mental power. Yuhao, what's wrong with you? Why is your face so red? Langya noticed that something was wrong with Huo Yuhao and asked with concern. After all, it is a certainty that Huo Yuhao will join the Numenon sect. It's okay not to care. As for whether it's sincere or not, that doesn't matter. As long as they enter the Numenon sect, they believe that the charm exuded by the Numenon sect will make Huo Yuhao sincerely join the Numenon sect. It's okay, I just remembered a sad thing. My pigeon was stillborn. Huo Yuhao took a breath and gradually returned to normal. Pigeon? What is it? Pigeon, Langya asked curiously. No, it's a chicken. Huo Yuhao said with a smile. Okay, let's not talk about this anymore. I will join the main body sect, but I won't go to the sect for the time being. At least I will finish the competition for others. Langya nodded, that's true. Although I hate Shrek Academy, the game must be finished. Okay, we will pick you up after the game. Let's go, come back when it's over. Langya took his good brother Yutao and turned around to leave. Just when Huo Yuhao was about to go back to his room to rest, Langya called out to him. I almost forgot. This is the token of our Numenon sect. You hold it. We will use it when we are in danger. We will arrive in time. Langya handed a golden token from the Numenon sect to Huo Yuhao's hand, then left in a hurry. Huo Yuhao put it into the storage soul guide. If I had obtained this before, it might still be useful, but now that Qinggang is dead, what danger can there be? The Star Luo Empire didn't dare to fall out. The intimidating power of a strong ultimate Douluo is very strong. Besides, isn't there an ornament that doesn't have a hammer, Xuanzi? It was really useless to ask him to save the situation and also ask Huo Yuhao to use his soul skill to speed up. However, his level 95 is real, even though it is useless. Chapter 100 The Holy Spirit Cult Attacks. The Battle of Titled Douluo. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 101 The Holy Spirit Cult is Coming. Titled Douluo Battle. Finals. Huo Yuhao walked leisurely towards the venue. Unlike him, the players of the Sun Moon Royal Soul Instructor Academy were panicking. There was no way. Huo Yuhao was too strong. It was as if a huge mountain was pressing down on them. They had no intention of winning the championship. Even someone as confident as Xiao Hongqian didn't think he had any hope of winning the championship. Huo Yuhao's performance in these few games was really too strong. Meng Hongqian was much better than Xiao Hongqian. Her eyes were more focused on Huo Yuhao. From the side, Huo Yuhao's facial lines were very soft and his figure was first class. Meng Hongqian's way of observation was quite special, different from most people. While observing Huo Yuhao, she thought to herself, wow, yellow hair, red eyes, so beautiful. He seemed to be a few years younger than me, right? Or twin martial spirits. For some reason, Meng Hongqian has a special feeling towards Huo Yuhao. Since that day, she has always had the image of Huo Yuhao killing everyone in one move in her heart. Huo Yuhao did not expect that the team he easily killed would make Meng Hongqian feel good about him. There were also people on the top of the city looking at Huo Yuhao, but unlike Meng Hongqian, Su Jojo looked at Huo Yuhao with a very unfriendly look. It seemed that he wanted to tear Huo Yuhao apart. Huo Yuhao didn't care and smiled back. Huo Yuhao suddenly found that Duke Baihu didn't come, which surprised him a little. You know, at this time in the original book, Duke Baihu was also standing on the top of the city. No, the game was moved up, so it was reasonable for him not to come. The time of the game was moved up a lot, and it seemed understandable that Duke Baihu couldn't spare the time. It may also be because Dai Yuhan was bombed to ashes, so he didn't feel like coming. It's a pity that Huo Yuhao didn't master the dummy resurrection, otherwise Huo Yuhao would have made a prisoner out of the tiger, at least to let the father and son see each other for the last time. The champion of this competition will receive 3 soul bones and 1,000,000 gold soul coins as rewards. There are 10 soul bones for the final champion to choose. This game will still be judged by Tiansha Douluo. As Su Jiawei finished speaking, a ray of light flashed and stopped in the middle of the competition stage. It was the ninja turtle, Huang Jinshu, also known as Tiansha Douluo, but when he saw Xian Zi in the rest area, his body couldn't help shaking. Suppressing the panic in his eyes, he quickly turned his head and no longer looked in the direction of Xian Zi. Outsiders don't know that Xian Zi was injured. So in their eyes, Xian Zi is still the Super Douluo above level 97. And the leader of the Sun and Moon Empire saw Xian Lao and his face suddenly changed. In their intelligence, Xian Zi's cultivation has at least exceeded level 97. He is the strongest person in Shrek Academy. Their intelligence was limited to this, and they didn't know about Moon's existence at all. It might also be because he was too low-key in his old age. Please invite the players from both sides to play. Tiansha Douluo said. 7 people immediately came out from the Sun and Moon Royal Soul Instructor Academy. The one in the front was naturally their captain, Ma Rulong. Following closely behind was Xiao Hongqian. Then came Meng Hongqian. Then came the level 5 Soul Instructor. Micah, Xiao Xiao, Chen Fei, and Lin Shi. Huo Yuhao walked slowly in the front, followed by Ma Xiaotao, Xiao Xiao, Wu Feng, Ning Tian, Wang Dong, and Zhu Lu. I have just explained the rules of the game. Now, the game. Tiansha Douluo was about to announce the start, when suddenly, a loud noise interrupted him. Huo Yuhao. His crisis warning was on again. No, where is the crisis? Huo Yuhao looked towards the place where the loud noise came from. I saw several soul masters in black robes coming out. Holy Spirit Church. The first time Huo Yuhao saw the black robe, he felt that it was someone from the Holy Spirit Church. After all, other soul masters would not dress like this. Bold. Who dares to attack here? Tiansha Douluo Huang Jinshu was the first to rush over. Yellow. Yellow. Purple. Purple. Black. 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 9 soul rings appeared. He is one of the protector of the nation Douluo of the Xinglua Empire. Now that everyone has come here, he must be the first to attack. The game should be temporarily suspended. 8th soul skill. Born alone, that he can sense it. The opponent is very strong. Facing a strong enemy, he dare not slack off. The 8th soul skill is used right away. Full respect. But he still underestimated the Holy Spirit Church. The soul rings of the 4 people surrounding the leader appeared. The first one. Purple. Purple. Black. 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 9 soul rings. 2 purple, 7 black. Such an unconventional configuration, at first glance, it is clear that they are elders of the Holy Spirit Church. And there are 3 such people. The second one. Yellow. Purple. 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 Black. 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 Also 9 spirit rings. Also an unconventional configuration. The third one. Purple. 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 Black. 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 Also 9 spirit rings. The spirit ring configuration is much stronger than the second one. And the last one's soul ring configuration seems a bit ordinary. Yellow. Yellow. Purple. Purple. Black. 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 It looks like a normal Soul Master's configuration, but the black smoke on his body is no less than the previous 3 people. Not to mention the one among them. After all, it is a Titled Douluo. 5 Titled Douluos. They are Titled Douluos of evil Soul Masters. The attack of Tiansha Douluo Huang Jinshu was blocked instantly. He was even hit and stuck in the wall. Huo Yuhao took a few people to find a place to hide. This level of battle is not something he can intervene in. 5 Titled Douluos. They are Titled Douluos of evil Soul Masters. The Xinglua Empire must send at least 5 Titled Douluos to resist. That is to say, a battle of 10 Titled Douluos. It is not impossible for Huo Yuhao to intervene, but it will cost a lot. Just use the ice and snow blessing field with all your strength. The Ice Emperor and the Snow Emperor will naturally attack. But there is no need. There is no choice, and it is not coming for me. Why should I pay such a high price? This is just a joke. This is not a loss, this is a loss of all my pants. This is Huo Yuhao's trump card. It must be a good enough reward or something. What can these 5 Titled Douluo explode together? Or an evil Soul Master? There are even fewer things. He dares to explode, and Huo Yuhao dares not use it. As we all know, the evil of the evil Soul Master lies in the attack. Just when the worshippers on the Xinglua Empire were ready to attack, the leader in the middle held up a strange flag. Found it. The Son of God is there, that the location pointed by the flag is exactly where Huo Yuhao is. Huo Yuhao. Who is the son of the Holy Spirit Church? Where? Just when Huo Yuhao was confused, the selector prompt sounded in his ears. Ding! Select trigger. Huo Yuhao.